ever weapons. Coming in at number 10 on our list is the 5-foot-long slicing sword that was the centerpiece of an entire warrior class for 1,000 years. If you were a Japanese samurai, you were as good as naked without your katana.
The katana is the classic samurai sword, the sword that we associate with this almost mythical warrior from the East.
It's a slicing weapon. It's designed for removal of limbs, removal of heads. These swords are perfectly capable of cutting a man from his neck right the way down through his body to his groin with a single blow.
The characteristic curved, single-edged blade of the katana first appeared around 900 AD, and in the hands of the samurai, this sword came to represent the essence of the warrior mindset, an instrument of violence and martial philosophy.
Hand-to-hand combat with edged weapon is the most absolute of human conflict. The lessons learned here raise the human consciousness to its highest level because it's the most demanding and there's the most at stake, your life.
James Williams teaches samurai skills to the modern military. He invited the greatest ever to experience some of the secrets of the katana.
What we're cutting then are woven mats that we soak with water to give them the density and the weight for proper cut. In feudal they used them to swords to see the imp it had. Facilitates the blade spending a long time in the cut. It's essential for that to happen because the longer the blade spends in the cut, the deeper it will cut. A large number of the cuts in the repertoire of the samurai were designed to be using the last 4 or 5 inches of the sword. By only going 2 to 5 inches into the body when you make a cut and still get your sword back when you're using it. First cut would be hitting the front of the head.
Wooden swords called bokken are often used when practicing, much less messy.
And a very common one was to strike the clavicle. This would sever the subclavicular artery, split the ribs and puncture the lung, and then cut through the sternum, open the front of the heart, and the sword would cut its way out so that I could use it immediately.
There is sophisticated technology behind the katana's performance. The genius of Japanese smiths lies in creating a blade that is both sharp and flexible, and the key to that is their heat treatment of the finished blade. By coating the blade with clay, the rate of cooling is controlled. This effectively creates 2 types of steel in the one blade. One type is flexible, the other very hard, which means your katana can be sharp and shatterproof. The boundary between the 2 steels is called the hamon and is unique to every sword. With the average katana fight lasting just a few seconds, the samurai were very keen on getting their tactics sorted out. The obvious thing would be to strike first, but samurai had more cunning methods too.
You would allow your opponent to attack first, and your counterattack would be the final attack.
Katana combat is all about deceiving your opponent.
It's about the picture that you present to your opponent, from use of your eyes, from how your body is moved or not. Swords are not swung by baseball bats by old-style samurai. There has to be deception here, smallest amount of possible preparation. If I wind my blade up, I'm going to have problems deceiving my opponent.
The samurai trained from the age of 5 to become expert at the subtle skills required of the warrior. James broke down one of their classic training routines.
I'll draw the attack by giving him an opening. He'll begin to take advantage of that by raising his sword up. As he attacks my head, I hesitate just a second to give him the feeling that he can cut me. The deception in this is that he feels he's going to be successful in this cut.
Katana is a fantastic weapon, but it's limited geographically. It's all tied up with the samurai and his mindset.
The guy knows how to swing a sword. If you let him get within 3 feet of you, you want to be afraid of him. The reason I prefer handguns is I can address that issue at 40 feet, and he can't do a thing to me.
Despite its reputation as the perfect sword, the katana cuts no deeper than number 10 because it's a weapon caught up in a feudal time warp. No amount of ritualized skill will protect you from a